All right, shalom. This is Chanak Sa'an Ban Yashar Allah from the GMS Lions in Camp. First and foremost, I'd like to say Kal Halayim La Yahweh, Ba Hashem Yahweh Shai, Ba Hashem Harikar Kudash Ma'amath. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations to the Akim that are pushing this truth and sincerity and truth, and peace and blessing to the men, women, and children that believe in the name of Yahweh Ba Hashem Yahweh Shai. All right, this is Jeremiah chapter 1. Verse 5, it says, Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee. And before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee, and I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations. All right, so this is the Lord speaking to Jeremiah, right, at the point he's giving him the word of the will of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai for him to go out and teach Israel. All right, so basically the topic of this lesson is going to be the ball's in your court, don't drop it. All right, if you're new coming into this truth, all right, gird yourself, study, and get yourself ready to go out there and help do the work. All right, that's what it all boils down to. All right, because he said through the foolishness of preaching, he was willing to save those that believe. All right, so the best thing to do is just keep your mind occupied on this word, because being fresh or new into the truth, that which you have, the devil will try to take it. All right, with all types of ways, with all types of different types of temptations, doubting yourself, saying that you're not able to do it, and all kind of things like that. But you can't listen to those things. You gotta be, ready to do the will of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. All right, it says Jeremiah 1:6. It said, Then said I, O Lord. Said I, our Lord, Yahweh, behold, I cannot speak, for I am a child. But the Lord said unto me, Say not I am a child, for thou shalt go to all that I shall send thee, and whatsoever I command thee, thou shalt speak. All right, so the words of these prophecies and the word of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai were ordained to go out and teach and speak, shlak it to the children of Israel, whether they hear or forbear. So saying I'm not ready, I'm new in the truth. I mean, you can get out there and hold a sign. That's part of the work. You can get out there. Our camp has flyers that we pass out. You can pass out flyers. That's part of the work. You can be a reader. That's part of work. It's part of doing the work. There's no excuses. On you now. I don't recommend you get out there by yourself and teach. Because you're not learned yet. But however, I do recommend you do some form of teaching where you're getting out with a camp, holding signs, passing out flyers, or if you don't know much, you can just teach what you know. All right, but don't lose sight and don't lose sight of the goal. All right, press for the mark. This is your opportunity and your point and your timing to do it right now. Don't put it off and say I'm gonna do it tomorrow. I'm gonna do it this day. Oh, next year I'm gonna start teaching. I'm gonna study all this shit. Nah, we're almost done. We're almost out of here. So you wanna you wanna show yourself approved. All right. You wanna show you wanna put together your works. Do your works. Like, show your faith by your works. Okay? Next scripture, I want to get Sirach, chapter 2, verse 1. It says, My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, prepare thy soul for temptation. All right? Set thy heart aright, meaning get your mind set right. Keep your mind occupied and focus on Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. And constantly endure, and make not haste in the time of trouble. See, the devil will have you moving fast. When you get in a troublesome time, you'll stop teaching or you'll stop studying so you can hurry up and get a job. But if you be impatient and have your mind set on the right thing, the Most High will set all those things up in order for you. He will set everything up for you. Like it says, look at the lilies of the field, like they sow not, but they're more. They're roughly paraphrased. Said they're even more beautiful than Solomon's garments or something like that. meaning that the Most High provides for them, provides for their beauty. They don't have to do anything. All they have to do is just sit there and be lilies. All right? The Most High brings glory unto them. And that's all we have to do is be prophets and teachers of His word, and He will provide everything for us. All right? It says, Shlakia. All right, this is Luke chapter 10, verse 2. It says, Therefore said He unto them, this is the Yahushua sending the apostles out to teach. It says, The harvest is truly great, but the laborers are few. Pray ye therefore the Lord of the harvest that He would send forth laborers into His harvest. And where are those laborers that are going forth for the harvest, planting the seeds? We're husbandmen. All right. And as soon as we get our husbandry, as soon as we understand that we're in the truth, that's when we need to start teaching and being an example. I mean, you being an example and living the word in your everyday life is a part of that teaching process also. All right. It says, Go your ways, behold, I send you forth as lambs amongst wolves. All right. So basically, we're not going out there in a carnal state of mind. We're going out there as followers of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, followers of the shepherds. All right. It says, Carry neither purse nor scrip nor shoes, and salute no man by the way. All right. So so that was the point. Carry neither purse nor scrip nor shoes. So like the devil will have you making haste in a time of trouble, and have you put the word to the side just so you can get a job or whatever, things like that. Now, you have to have a job to work. I mean, you have to have a job to pay your bills and everything like that. You have to work, all right? However, your main focus shouldn't be on getting a job. Your focus should be on, this word, and everything else will come to you. Now, you have to be diligent in all things, all right? I'm not saying, don't look for a job and the Most High have one fall in your lap. That's not what I'm saying at all. But I'm just saying this heavily prioritizing. All right, you want to be a top priority, so you have to make Yahweh Shem Yahushua a top priority. All right, so He'll provide you for the things that you need, but you just need to have your mind focused upon Him. All right, to carry out His will. All right, this is Sirach chapter 2, verse 3. It says, Cleave unto Him and depart not away, that you may be increased at thy last end. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, right? And be patient when thou art changed to a low estate. All right? For as gold is tried in the fire, for gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. All right? And one of the key points there, it says, when we're changed to a lower state, we are at that lower state right now. All right. So, and another thing is, whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully. All right. So, like you have the sower and the seeds, right? And some that fell upon, was it stony ground? They were scored. Well, let me just get it. Let me get it. Matthew 13. All right, this is Matthew chapter 13, verse 1. It says, The same day went Yahushua out of the house and sat by the seaside, and great multitudes were gathered together unto him, so that he went into a ship and sat, and the whole multitude stood on the shore. And he spake many things unto them in parables, saying, Behold, a sower went forth to sow. All right. So when we're out there on the highways and byways, that's what we're doing. We're sowing seeds. That's part of our husband. That's husbandman. All right, being seed planters. All right, it says, and when he sowed, some seeds fell by the wayside, and the fowls came and devoured them up. And those fowls is the devil. And the devil can come in any type of form. The devil can come in the form as a woman, come in the form as it don't just have to be Esau. You come into the form of your friend, another Jake. All right. It says some fell upon stony places where they had not much earth, and forthwith they sprung up, because they had no depthness of earth. And when the sun was up, they were scorched, and because they had no root, they withered away. All right. And some fell among thorns, and the thorns sprung up and choked them. But other fell into good ground and brought forth fruit, some 100-fold, and some 60-fold, and some 30-fold. All right. Who hath the ear to hear, let him hear. So basically, we're the ones that fall on to good ground are the ones that are going to keep it moving and push for the mark. And as soon as they obtain this word, they're ready to give it out to other people, whether they want to hear or forbear, and not taking anything personal, because not everybody's going to listen to you. It might seem as if nobody's listening to you, but that's besides the point. All right. The point is, we do this. We do this. Just to do the will of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, just to hope for our salvation. All right. It says, verse 10. It says, and the disciples came and said unto him, why speakest thou unto them in parables? He answered and said unto them, because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but unto them it is not given. For whosoever hath, to him shall be given, and he shall have more abundance. But whosoever hath not, from him that shall be taken away even that which he's had. Because the devil's going to try to come and pluck it up, whatever you have. All right? As a matter of fact. Let me see. Slack hold on, let me go back to that. All right, it says Matthew 13:13. It says, therefore speak I to them in parables, because they see not, and hearing they hear not, neither do they understand. And in them is fulfilled the prophecy of Isaiah, which say, by hearing ye shall hear and shall not understand, and seeing you shall see and not perceive. All right, and so if you have an unction or you get an understanding of this word, it is your job and your duty to go out there and push the word to just teach unto all nations. Reason why we teach unto all nations, because we also have confusion of faces. All right. Our job is not to pick and choose who's going to hear. Our job is just to put it out there, and the Most High gives the increase on who He needs to give it to. All right, it says, Matthew 13:15. It says, for this people heart is waxed gross, and their ears are dull of hearing, and their eyes they have closed. And sometimes this could be discouraging when you're out there on the highways and byways trying to teach. You feel like you're not accomplishing anything because everybody just walks past you as if you're not even saying anything. But that's okay. They've got their mark. You just keep pushing to obtain your mark. Don't, because you could be in the same sinful state that they're in, not listening. If the Most High, if you don't teach this word, and He takes it away from you. So at this point, once you enter into this truth, and you're being given a name and everything, now it's your time to. If that's all you know is a name, push the name as hard as you can until you learn something else. All right, wear out the doorsteps of the saints. All right, if you have men that if you have videos that you can watch, if you have men in your city that you can go and take notes from while they're teaching, that's another thing. So there's no excuse, really. The ball is in your court, man. Take your shot. All right, take your shot. Don't just sit there and hold the ball and wait for somebody to steal it from you. All right, it says, for these people's heart is waxed gross, and their ears are dull of hearing, and their eyes they have closed, lest at any time they should see with their eyes and hear with their ears, and should understand with their hearts, and should be converted, and I shall heal them. All right. So all it takes is just opening your mind and allowing Yahweh Shah to enter, but it was not meant for everybody. All right. It says, blessed blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears, for they hear. All right, and that's just it. You see and you hear. But whether they hear or forbear, you should go out and teach to the nations. Do your part. All right, don't just sit there and hold on to your tokens. All right. It says, "Verily, verily, I say unto you that many prophets and righteous men have desired to see these things which ye see, and have not seen them, and to hear these things which ye hear, and have not heard them. Hear ye therefore the parable of the sower. When anyone heareth the word of the kingdom and understandeth not, then cometh the wicked one to catcheth away that which was sown in his heart. This is he which received the seed by the wayside." All right. So, Slakia. So this phone sounds stupid. All right. So now, these are the ones that hear the word that aren't even be able to understand it, and before they can even try to get an understanding, the devil comes in and just says, "Bloop, bloop, bloop. Let's walk this way." Or the woman says, "Come on, man, let's go. I have to go to the bathroom," or "I'm hungry. We came to eat." Find some types of what form of distraction comes along, or it could be your friend. Like, "Come on, man, let's go. Let's go." All right. Happens every time. There's always going to be some type of distraction that pulls you away. All right, every single time. All right, so like it says, all right, "But he that receiveth the seed unto stony places, the same is he that heareth the word, and unknowing with joy receiveth it." All right, and this is a very critical. These next two are very critical. All right, because I see this happen a lot of times. All right. Right? We'll have somebody come up to the camp, and they'll sit up there the whole time and listen and listen and listen and listen. And then, like, "All right, I'm going to see y'all next week. Yeah, I'm on it now. I'm on it. Thank you so much, man. I feel so good right now." And the next time we don't see them no more, then we do see them, they're back into the world. You know? Don't be that individual. You were given a gift. This is a gift. All right, not everybody has the opportunity to receive this. So if you were able to receive it, hold on to it. All right. It says, I said, "Anon with joy and receiveth it. Yet he hath not root in himself, but dureth for a while. For when tribulation and persecution arises because of the word, by and by he is offended." All right. So now, are you going to be ashamed? All right. What if you do have a job and you're like, "Oh man, I don't want my boss seeing me teaching this." So you can't be ashamed, because if you're ashamed to teach His word, then the Most High will be ashamed of you in that day. All right. So don't be offended. All right. This is Matthew 13:22. It says, "He also that receiveth seed among the thorns is he that heareth the word, and the cares of this world and the deceitfulness of riches choke the word, and he cometh unfruitful." So you got individuals that know every breakdown in the Bible, but there's so many focus on getting a job and taking care of. "Oh, I gotta take care of my kids. Ain't nobody gonna take care of my kids but me, yo." And you become unprofitable. Unfruitful. All right. But you want to be the ones. You want to be that good ground, that good soil. All right. It says, "But he that receiveth seed into good ground is he that heareth the word, and understanding it, which also beareth fruit, and bringeth forth some 100, some 60, and some 30." All right, and that's just it. All right, and you're gonna bear your fruit. Okay, and you might teach all day, and it seems like you ain't brought nobody in. Well, you gave them your judgment. Then you served the purpose. You gave them a warning. You were still a watchman blowing a trumpet. All right, if they chose to forbear, then that's on them. Okay. All right, I'm not gonna make this too long. I'm gonna close it out with this. This is 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 2. I'm gonna start at 1. It said, "Thou therefore, my son, be strong in the grace that is in Yahweh by Shem Yahushai. And the things and the things that thou hast heard of me among many witnesses, the same commit thou to faithful men who shall be able to teach others also. And that's just the point. All right. Once you become one of those faithful men, you're able to teach, and you're able to give other brothers the encouragement to do the same thing that you're doing. All right. With that being said, I want to give all glory and praise to Yahweh, by Shem Yahushai, by Shem HaRakakodash, my mom. Double honors to the elder apostles, a great millstone, and salutation to the archim that are pushing the truth and sincerity and truth, and peace and blessings to the men, women, and children that believe in the name of Yahweh Shem, Yahweh Shai. Shalom.